Ooh, sorry for the loud noise. Can you hear me okay, Amy Jo? Oh, we got a sweet sleepy corgi who just got back from his walkies. Oh my goodness. Little off center, and once I wired off the top, once I used the pen tool to get the top off, it's pretty even still too, so. I was okay letting go, but, you know, we made it, so that's fine. Do you think it would be cool if it just looked up at a solid color so the pot would be, yeah, oh, that sounds so trippy. Like the pot itself is spinning, or like maybe it's slightly, you can see the edge of the pot through the camera, and then it's just looking up at like a color. So all you really focus on is like the spinning of the pot. That sounds hypnotic. Yeah. Time lapse of the walls going up and just your hands. Yeah, like even if you couldn't see my face or anything, just the hands going. Copy and paste that. Put that in my DMs. That's a great idea. I don't know how I'd have to figure out some stuff around that, but it sounds like awesome content creation for sure. Like that sounds like something I would want to watch. Okay, that was 2, so I'm gonna clean up my pan, my splash pan. So it's pretty leaky. And I think I have 2 more balls of clay. Yeah, we got 2 more balls of clay to throw. If we finish that, we'll see what else we got going on. There's always stuff in progress that I could work on. Ooh, my nose is itchy, and my hands are covered in clay. Oh boy. Oh, okay. Oh, 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 there we go. I've never seen it called that before. I love it. I'm surprised that didn't get auto-modded. Dick Sword didn't get auto-modded. Thank you. That's the best thing I've ever seen. Dick Sword. Oh my gosh. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for sharing it. That would be a fun project to figure out. I do want to get like a ceiling mounted ventilation system, like a HEPA filter. That's kind of my next big purchase for the garage/studio. But if it's hanging from the ceiling already, if it's not running, I could probably hang other stuff from it, especially if the stuff doesn't weigh a lot. Okay. We're clean. On to mug number 5/4. Ugh. Itchy. My glasses. My glasses! My glasses! They keep slipping down. Alright. Bam. You can add ceramics. What? Oh, I guess dick isn't a bad word. Okay. But dick sword. Okay. I'm fine with this. Ceramic stenographer. What about like or like project manager? Business. Whoa! Bullying? okay, hold on, hold on, hold on. Ooh, it's bullying. Wow, even with putting the spaces. I have everything on, like, pretty lenient. But maybe, I mean, that still blocks some stuff, right? Okay, I mean, that's pretty fair, probably. You're not calling, like, somebody in the stream ugly. Or my pots. Ow. That hurt. What was that? Caught my finger on something. Let's get this centered. SINTURD. Centered. A fugly hangnail. Yeah, and like, I don't know, I think the majority of things, like, if you're being offensive, and I don't know you and you're being offensive, I'll just ban you. So like, I'm not gonna block stuff from being said, because the majority of people that are gonna be in here are people that I invited in here, or like, or are vibing with, right? And if you come in here hot and rude, I'm just gonna ban you, you know. So I'm not really worried about the auto mod stuff, because I want to joke and have fun and be naughty with my friends or whatever. Let them say what they want to say, because I can pretty much, trust that they're not gonna be mean or cruel. And you know, if somebody comes in like that, they just get banned. You know. So, if you're a big streamer and like needed to be responsible for what was said in your stream and stuff, I can definitely see, the auto mod stuff being necessary. But for where we are, I feel like, apart from getting a bot raid, we're really not, there's really no harm in having the auto mods way down, or yeah. Follow for follow. Oh, yeah, you can't do that. That's annoying. That's really annoying. Like, I think it's fine to like go into a stream and be talking to somebody and be like, oh my gosh, we're totally vibing, like, let me follow you. And then, of their own accord, they come in and follow you. Like, that's what building community is. But just pushing follows, no. Man, this reclaim is just not vibing. Oh, he started being nasty about it? Yeah. Not cool. Not cool, bruh. It's that entitlement of the follow stuff, too. It's like, no. I don't want that vibe here. I don't need that vibe in my stream. Ew. This pot got a wobble, too. I think it's this reclaim. I don't think I wedged it enough, truly. Either that or it dried inconsistently or something. It's really giving me trouble. I promise I'm good at this. I just sometimes have subpar materials. Reclaim is notorious too for like losing some of its elasticity. Blech. I don't like how that one was going. Just because if you reuse and reuse and reuse clay and it gets wet and it dries and it gets wet and it dries, it doesn't maintain the same like throwing properties. So it can be kind of challenging. It doesn't often, doesn't have the same predictability as like fresh clay. I think I just need to go slower and I need to go slower and probably cone more. You can be challenging it if you get wet too often. Slow can be nice. Slow can be nice. Just start slow. It's inherent to the process. I definitely do need to cone this reclaim more though, like cone it up and down, because it's been getting bubbles and wedging it earlier. It had like stripes of clay in it, like white and brown and red stripes of clay in it. So I know it's not completely homogenized, which can be contributing to the struggles. Just be really thorough. It feels better than the last ones did, which is good. Now it's a little boob. Gotta get the little pot boob. Alright, let's open it up. I can feel like this part of my arm is really sore. I was at my desk typing like all day yesterday and I can feel it. It's impacting my pottery. I need better work-life balance. Gotta compress the bottom. There's the cork alarm. I'm gonna actually slow down the wheel to throw the walls too. And I'm also gonna throw the walls less aggressively than I was, to just maintain more control over the thickness of the clay. Just compensating a little bit for the subpar standard of material. It's just going too hard too fast, you know? Going hard in the paint. Isn't that what they say? Much better. There is one small bubble in there still, but that's okay. It's better than the last few. Cool. And do some pre-trimming. Take off some of the clay at the base here. Just a little. And then I use my sponge on the inside and the kitty on the outside to shape it. Blue, the biggest thing I ever made was a fermentation crock for kimchi. I had two people come to me and both want fermentation crocks. And so I did it was like the base of it, it was meant to hold a gallon. So think of like a gallon of milk. It was about that big. And then it had a lid to it. But that was 7 pounds of clay to make the base, and then 3 pounds of clay to make the lid, it was just like an inverted bowl. So I threw a bowl and then had it measured to fit the lid. But yeah, so it'll hold like a gallon of cabbage or whatever to make kimchi, and then whatever kimchi you decide to make. And then yeah, it was fully stoneware, and then it had the split lip at the top for water fermentation. So basically it had like a U-shaped lip, and then the lid sat in it, and then the goal was to have I'm doing this as awkwardly as possible, but you put water in the U, and then you put the lid in, and then no bacteria or bugs or anything can get in because the water stops it. Like everything would get trapped in the water. So you don't have to have it like a tight fitting, or, you know, like a Tupperware or something where the lid clips on, because the water kind of acts as like the clip part of the lid. Yeah, it was really interesting. And so I learned a lot about like Korean culture, and I learned a lot about fermentation. And then I threw like 2 practice ones and then 2 real ones. And as far as I can tell, they're still in use by the owners that they did. So yeah. Can I make those for butter as well? Yeah, exactly. It's kind of like a butter bell, but the kimchi sits in the base of it, and then I made kimchi bricks too, so the weight of the lettuce, uh, or sorry, the weight of the brick holds the cabbage down in like all of the vinegar and stuff, just to ferment it, or whatever fermentation method you're using, right? Um, yeah, they actually make that for butter. They're called butter bells. There is like a specific style of butter bell that like most potters make or know how to make, where it's like a vessel, and then you throw another vessel with like a flat part, and then that becomes the lid. So it's like kind of 2 inverted cups, one smaller than the other, where the butter sits in the top and then the water sits in the bottom. But yeah, same idea, that like, you know, it doesn't have to be perfectly sealed, because the water protects the ingredients or materials or whatever. But yeah, super cool concept. I got canceled by some local potters for making them because I'm not Korean. and I called them kimchi fermentation crocks instead of just fermentation crocks, even though the intent of it was to go to somebody who explicitly wanted to make fermented kimchi. Um, so I got canceled by a local potter on the internet because I called it a kimchi fermentation crock when I, in fact, am not Korean. So I was a little upset by that. So I was just trying to explain like what the person who bought it like meant to use it for in the fewest words possible, but um, yeah. So it was a fermentation crock that the buyer intended to make kimchi out of, but you could technically ferment anything you want out of it. Yeah, for sure. Absolutely. I was extremely disrespectful, so. Yeah. Ta-da! This cup looks good, though. Yeah, points for defending other cultures. Yeah. If I hadn't done my research, I would have been less grumpy about getting canceled, but I tried to stay true to the culture, and like I had spent some time in South Korea and like bought Korean pottery and like I don't know, I'm not Korean, I understand that, but I tried to appreciate the culture, not appropriate it. So I try. Ta-da! Cup number 4/6. What time is it? It's 4. Let's see. I've been at this technically 4 hours if you count the hour of technical difficulties. I'll set these all out so we can see what we've done. You're worried that people are going to be so afraid of speaking other languages or wearing foreign fashion, they just hide in their bubble. Yeah, I think about that too, especially with like pottery, because there are so many pottery techniques and methods and things that come from other cultures because um, like American culture just hasn't been around for long enough. And like the methods and the tools that we're using come from, different cultures and ways of being and ways of working. And like I inherently am participating in those cultures when I'm making and doing pottery. Like raku is Japanese, right? Um, and I don't do it in the traditional Japanese way. I can't. I'm not in Japan, right? And the resources available to me are like a Western version of raku. But that's how I can appreciate that and experience it. Get rid of the phone cam. Yeah, I guess that's it. Ever see those people cracking frozen pizza in half? No, just like while it's frozen, like break it over your knee or something. I think we did it, guys. I think we did it. I got some glazing I can do tomorrow. Got some trimming and adding handles to those mugs we just threw. Can probably load a bisque kiln here in the next week. Just keep stuff moving. This is great. We did it. We did it. We did it. We should find somebody to raid. Do you have any do you have a suggestion, Waterpop? A raid target? Who's on? Valley Dweller? Or Lady Liz? Or Spooky? Look at us. We did. You worked so hard today, Waterpop. You truly made it happen. If no one has told you that they're proud of you today, I'm proud of you. You did it. You really did it. Yeah, we could do Spooky. She's got one viewer. We could do Liz. She's got two. Valley Dweller has four. Liz. Okay, let me put one. What should we do? But plugs. We just did pot. Oh, love it. Love it. Let's copy that one. We just did pot. Use it as a raid call. Copy and paste. We're raiding. We're going. Bye, guys.